crispy.
What is up, Marvel Universe fanatics? It is Ashrock back with another review. This is going to be on the Marvel Infinite Series Valkyrie. Now, this figure just recently came out, part of the new wave with Ares, Deathlock, Cyclops, and of course Ant-Man and Omega Red, which was re-released, which is really cool to see. So she just came out, and she's not that bad. We're going to start off with paint applications. Very simplistic. You know, she has a very simple outfit. She's all black, with the exception of a little bit of silver tint here and there. I mean, right there you can see the silver tint. You could definitely see some silver tint here. You could definitely see some silver tint in this area. Honk, honk. But that's pretty much it. I mean, she's real easy, you know, in terms of paint schemes. Nothing over the top. You don't need to be, which is really cool. Let's zoom in on that head sculpt. So the head sculpt itself, I thought, came out really nice, man. The hair in particular. So she's got her long hair right there, and it kind of, let me pull back a little bit so you guys can see. So there's two pieces that's string down. It's kind of tied up already. I don't know what that's called. Braiding. It's braided, I guess. Yeah, braiding. On one side in the back, and then all the way in the front. So I thought that came out gorgeous. I thought that came out really nice. The belt buckle is a separate piece, and then her head, I mean, not bad at all, man. She's very pretty blonde here. But overall, the likeliness of the character, I think, came out really nice, and I just love the molding they used on the hair, man. It looks nice, and you can definitely tell there's some shading and detail there too, so it's very cool looking. And then her sword, I thought, came out really nice. It is a little flimsy. You'll see that if you have this figure. Not sure why, if it's supposed to be like that, but it's really flimsy. And I could talk more about that in articulation. But it also does have a little piece there, a little logo there. You can see it. I think it's supposed to be a dragon of some kind. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But real simple, nothing over the top. So for paint apps, I'm actually going to give her a 8 out of 10. I thought they did a really good job. Very simple, no blotches, but sometimes simplicity, again, as I've always said, really makes an action figure. Articulation, they are utilizing the newer, larger female mold, which is really utilized by She-Hulk, and now it's utilized by her. I just burped Chipotle. You guys ever have Chipotle? It's fucking delicious. It really is. And I know it's not real Mexican food. I don't give a fuck. That shit's delicious. All right. So, back to this action figure review. Articulation. So, she's got a ball joint hinge on her shoulder, upper bicep, double jointed elbows. One of the only figures in Marvel that has double jointed elbows. There's not many male figures that have double jointed elbows, but she does. She got a wrist, it rotates at the wrist, no hinge. Ball joint hinge on the head. It is kind of limited because of the hair, but in terms of going up, but down it's not too bad. No waist articulation. She's got the upper ab crunch, upper boob crunch, whatever. I call it the boob crunch because she's a female. Hinge over here, upper thigh, double jointed knees. It rotates at the calf, and then it has ankle rockers and up and down. My only gripe, two gripes. The sword, first of all, is extremely fucking flimsy, and it's really annoying putting it in her hand, and it's really annoying trying to get it in a decent pose. It just looks bad, as you can see right there. It's all crooked and junk. And then she's got the She-Hulk disease, as I like to call it, where these knees, you can see the plastic kind of warping. You can see it like coming out. I'm not sure why. That's a quality control thing. And you know what? I'm starting to believe it is a quality control thing, because at first I thought it was just my She-Hulk. Then I saw it on a couple other She-Hulks, and now I'm seeing it on her. So it's obvious they did something wrong when they were putting this figure together. They probably did not proofread it before they start, you know, not proofread it, but, you know, quality control check it, I guess. But before they started making them in mass production, because that is very awkward and very unnatural looking, man. You know, if you guys have this figure, let me know if yours looks like that, or if you have the She-Hulk, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just don't think that looks right. So for articulation, I'm going to give her a 7 out of 10, strictly because of, I'm going to take away points because of that right there, and then the flimsy sword. Very just cheap made sword, man. I mean, this is like something you'd find at a fucking dollar store. Come on. I paid $9.99 for this damn thing. And the final score will be a 7 out of 10. I think this is a very good figure. Wouldn't say it's a great figure, but it's definitely a welcome addition to the Marvel Universe or the 3 3/4 inch line. I believe this figure was originally supposed to be released in a 3-pack with a Thor and another figure, but obviously they made some changes. Same thing with the Astonishing Cyclops, which will be the next review. They definitely made some changes, but nonetheless, we got this figure. I think it's great. It would have been cool to have a cape with her, but, you know, I'm sure you customizing folks out there can take care of that real easy fix. But some of the quality control issues with this figure, I would be kind of careful with what you buy and be a little picky when it comes to this particular character. So, again, these figures just recently came out on BBTS. I'm sure they'll start popping up in your comic book stores and certain stores, so keep your eyes peeled. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, remember to laugh every single day. I'll talk to you guys next time. Deuces.